okay for that? So take it away.
Awesome.
It's all yours.
All right. So
That's what I'm here for.
Joe's our board president, and I'm the CEO of Focus Forward. I'm Joanna Lichtenberg, like Regina said. So Focus Forward, actually show of hands, has anyone heard of Focus Forward? No.
You will now.
And that's okay, because that's what we've realized is we need to really get the word out there of the amazing work that we're doing at Focus Forward. Focus Forward is a nonprofit agency. We've been around for about 15 years. We've been working inside the juvenile hall directly with incarcerated youth. And so we provide an array of programs to help these kids while they're in custody, so that we can support them and give them role models and hope really to aspire to have a better life once they get released back into our community here in Fresno. And so we provide a mentoring program, which is really amazing. We work with a ton of volunteers. We always have about 30 to 40 volunteers at any given time who come in out of the goodness of their hearts to meet with these kids one-on-one, to give them an hour minimum each week to just be a listening ear, to be somebody who they can look up to, somebody they can get guidance from, somebody who's not going to judge them, because they've already had their judgment and they're serving their time there, for the behaviors they've had in the past, for the crimes that they have committed, but they're aspiring to do better. And that's what's amazing is these are just kids, and what we realize is that they are going through a lot of trouble in their childhood. Some of them haven't even really experienced a real childhood because of all of the trauma that they've experienced, in their life. And so we provide this mentoring program to them. We work directly with them to figure out what's going on in their lives, how we can prevent future, basically prevent them from coming back into the system. And so we have parenting classes for them. Many of our young teens are parents themselves. We have programs to support them to get jobs when they get back out, to stay in school, excuse me, to go to college. Sometimes these kids think college isn't for me, I can't do that, but these are smart kids. And if they can apply themselves, they really can succeed. And so all of the programs we do is really just geared toward that. Our mission is to create pathways to success for youth in the county systems. And so whatever that takes, that's what we're going to do. And so
The other part of the picture is the foster youth.
exactly, yes. And so when we say county systems, that includes the juvenile hall, but it also includes foster youth. And so there are a lot of really great programs for foster families and foster youth, but again, some of these kids, they just need a one-on-one person to support them. And not just that, what we find is, I think for some of us, we think, well, these kids are abused, they're neglected, shame on their parents, but really, their parents love their kids, they just don't really know how to parent. So what we do at Focus Forward is we work with the parents of the foster youth, and we work with them to teach them how to parent properly, how to have empathy for their children, how to have appropriate discipline for their age group, things like that, so that we can help those families reunite. Because we know that children are going to thrive and have better success if they can still maintain those relationships with their loved ones, because the reality is they love their parents, even though they're in the system. And so in this way, we're able to support the community again, to just reunite families, and so that these children can grow up in a safe environment to be productive members of our community. So so that's Focus Forward. We have an array of programs, like I said, parenting, education, we have re-entry work to work with families, and the youth directly. So it's really a joy.
We get involved with you guys directly if we wanted to.
So great question. So our mentoring program, like I said, is something that is all volunteer based. We do know that because of our kids and the histories that they have and the difficulty in building trust with these kids, because people are coming in and out of their lives, social workers, probation officers, and all these sorts of things, we do ask our volunteers to commit 1 year of service. Our volunteers go through a robust training, not just to be inside the juvenile hall because that is a facility, but also how do you work with these kids? How do you avoid triggering them? How do you build that trust and those sorts of things? And so we do ask for volunteers from our community to come in. It's a very, very rewarding experience.
So you leave them a contact number.
Yeah. So you can apply online at focusforward.org. That's the quickest way to just get your application in. But everyone is welcome to contact me directly. Again, I'm Joanne, I'm the CEO, and I can direct you to our volunteer coordinator who can get you set up.
Thank you so much.
Can someone go through the training before they commit a full year, or do they have to commit the full year before they go to the classes?
You know, it's a Goodwill commitment, and so it's it's on your honor. You can go through the process. We do ask for the year commitment, not only just because of the time extension that we'd like to see, but also, you know, we're very close partners with Fresno County Probation. They provide training for us for the facility for safety and security free of charge. And so they're a really close partner with us, so that's the other reason we try to ask. You know, if you're going to commit to this, there's a lot of investment we're giving, so, you know, we do ask for that year.
We're gonna give an invitation to Regina to invite you to come out to the Juvenile Justice Center, take a look what it's all about, and then you can make your decision from there.
And we can always start with an orientation that kind of gives you the real rundown of what it means to be a volunteer. What are exactly all the steps?
How much time
that you
is there
can
within that year?
Yeah, so you can know kind of what you're getting into and what to expect and all those things. So,
Have any of you ever been down to juvenile hall before? You been in there? You have?
yeah.
And I've been down in there. It's an amazing facility.
It is.
I mean, they have quite a place for these kids. But you know, a lot of you came out and worked at the Toys for Tots drive on Saturday. 50,000 toys, or 50,000 children in this community are given toys, and it's no secret that poverty and poor behavior
Right.
can be closely related.
Yes.
And we have that in this community, so as much as we can, myself included, give back and do something to help meet the need, you know, it just takes one life to change another life.
Oh, yes, it does.
So we just appreciate you guys so much. And
Appreciate you guys.
well, on that note, we are happy, Guarantee Real Estate and the Guarantee Goodwill Network is happy to give you guys $1,000
Thank you so
towards
much.
the program.
Thank you so much.